A Sedgwick County District Attorney is pushing for a law school in the county. Marc Bennett says the vast majority of the state's lawyers are concentrated in the northeast part of the state, where the only law schools in Kansas, Washburn and KU, are located. KSN's Zena Taher learned Bennett wants better access to the degree for people in Sedgwick County.
Yeah, Julia, Sedgwick County Commissioners, back in September, they approved a 7% raise for attorneys at the DA's office. That's been enough to fill about half of the 19% of attorney positions they had open at the time. But DA Marc Bennett says that he wants more. He wants to expand the applicant pool as a whole, and the way he wants to do that is by getting a law school built here in Sedgwick County. Lawyer shortage is a problem in Kansas.
We are at a crisis.
Sedgwick County DA Marc Bennett blames a lack of people in the field, particularly outside the northeast corner of the state.
There's four-year colleges all over. There's only 2 law schools in Kansas, and it's in Washburn, in Topeka, and KU in Lawrence.
Bennett says 65% of the state's lawyers are located in 5 counties around the Kansas City area.
99 counties in the state are fighting over the last 20% of the lawyers.
He says a law school or satellite campus would allow more people in the southern half of the state and rural areas to consider the career as an option. One private practice says the move could expand their applicant pool and resources.
It will furnish lawyers at law firms in Wichita with student law clerks who can help reduce the prices of having to have all the research and work done by lawyers charging full fare.
For public defenders, more lawyers could help, but generally lower pay is still a main challenge.
It's hard to match the pay parity, especially when you're recruiting newer attorneys right out of law school.
Discussion about a law school campus is still in the early stages, but Bennett says it's important to have those conversations. Bennett says he'd like to see a law school open as soon as 2030, a graduating class as soon as 2030, but he says it could be as late as 2035 before anything like that happens for a realistic timeline. He also says that he'd like to see resources like evening or virtual classes so people can work as they go through school. Here for you, Zena Taher, KSN News 3.